The thing about it, me and Adidas, is like, I could literally say anti-Semitic shit and they can't drop me. I could say anti-Semitic things and Adidas can't drop me. Now what? Now what?
In October 2022, Kanye West set the world on fire when his anti-Semitic remarks about the Jewish community hit the internet, caused him to lose every major partnership he spent 20 years building in his musical career, from Balenciaga, Gap Vogue, and CIA, and the worst being losing $2 billion due to losing the Adidas deal. The anti-Semitic remarks stemmed from a conversation between him and P. Diddy over the White Lives Matter shirts that he was posing in with Candace Owens. Diddy felt that Kanye was hurting on people by posing that attire, especially knowing the history of mistreatment of black people in America, and Kanye felt Diddy was being used by the Jewish record label execs to silence him. This ain't a game. I'ma use you as an example to show the Jewish people that told you to call me that no one could threaten or influence me. I told you this was war. The truth is, what Kanye spoke out against was 100% wrong. He spoke about how Jewish people have only a black voice, whether for was through rappers wearing Polo Ralph Lauren, a Jewish brand, or us signed to a record label owned or ran by Jewish execs such as Lear Cohen, or simply doing a movie on a Jewish TV platform like Disney. Essentially, when it comes to the music, and black rappers growing up in inner black cities in America, these record labels strive to make millions off the suffering and violence that these black artists promote their music. Kanye doubled down on everything with this tweet. I'm a bit sleepy tonight, but when I wake up, I'm going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. The funny thing is, I actually can't be anti-Semitic because black people are actually Jew. Also, you guys have toyed with me and tried to blackball anyone who opposes your agenda. His then historical comments would catch up to him. When he was released by Def Jam and its Good record label joint venture with them was terminated. This also ended a few very close bond relationships with his artists, Pusha T, Big Sean, and most definitely Kid Cudi, after he felt Cudi wasn't loyal to him as he was too friendly with Pete Davidson, the then boyfriend of Kim Kardashian, who got Kim and Kanye's kid's name tatted on his body. All happening as a result of Kim Kardashian's third failed marriage and Adidas cutting ties with Kanye. The comments of Kanye West has caused Adidas to lose $1 billion, and also for Kanye to lose the support of everyone, and on top of that, his own $2 billion, and here's what he had to say to that. This is the happiest day of my life. I love cutting the grass slow. People wasn't with you, they was part-time. People switch up when it's wartime. I'd rather have people who are really with me, and not people who are just trying to use me. Many rappers have experienced cancel culture in the past, with Eminem, Tyler the Creator, and Jay-Z being this high ranking, but none of them seem to be on this magnitude. When it came to Eminem, his temporary cancellation was for using offensive language in his music, specifically homophobic and misogynistic lyrics. Now Jay-Z, someone who was very close to Kanye early in his career, has seemed to associate with Kanye despite them going all the way back to the early 2000s. Kanye was the head producer behind The Blueprint 2, The Gift and the Curse, and Jay-Z and Kanye's collaboration album, Watch the Throne. And Kanye produced arguably one of Jay-Z's biggest hit singles, Izzo and Run This Town, featuring Rihanna. Jay-Z was previously cancelled for selling the black community as a 2019 announced a partnership with the NFL. During this time, Colin Kaepernick, the quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers, began to kneel before each game to pay respect to the black Americans who were being mistreated and discriminated against around the world, mainly by police brutality. Kaepernick's bold stance led to being cut by the 49ers, and he's been a free agent ever since. Many hip-hop fans have given Jay-Z a side-eye, as it seems like this deal was prioritizing his own personal financial gain over the needs and voices of the black community. The backstory for this incident was, Jay-Z told Jermaine Dupri, former producer and record label exec, not to work with the NFL, and went against his own word and worked with the NFL in 2019. In an interview with No Jumper, Dame Dash, the co-founder of Jay-Z's record label, Rockefeller, spoke on how he felt about this NFL situation.
Big conversation going on about this NFL thing. Do you think that Jay did Jermaine Dupri dirty with this situation that's been described multiple times? I've just seen Funkmaster Flex talk to JD and confirm that that's what happened. I'm sure you feel some type of way about this.
I mean, everybody knows Jay ain't shit. Like, that, everyone knows that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but does that surprise you at all? Because that seems particularly shady.
Listen, if you ask anyone in the industry, it's a common knowledge that Jay ain't shit. You know what I'm saying?
Define
like,
ain't shit for our audience.
He's
here.
about the bag. You
right.
know, we all know that. It's about, he's self-preserving, period. Like, you know, it's just that the people he does it to don't have, like, Beyonce next to him. They don't have that kind of a power. But, you know, this dude here, everyone's looking.
Here's where Jay-Z and Kanye are totally different. Kanye would rather wake up the people by letting the public know how black pain is being exploited for financial gain and throw in some handish remarks to grab your attention. While Jay-Z seems to be the devout businessman, which he is, even if it appears wrong to the public, he acknowledges the more power and leverage he has working with this company. When Adidas canceled the Kanye deal, to the public it seemed like they valued integrity and wouldn't ever work with something that hateful. But what if I told you this was Kanye's plan all along? When Kanye signed with Adidas in 2013, they were strictly a sports brand, predominantly in soccer. However, when he had to go over Adidas developed a whole new market from the hip-hop audience. Adidas is currently out of $500 million worth of Yeezys that they can't sell due to Kanye signing a royalties deal that'll give them a chunk of the revenue if they proceed to sell it. Also, his trademark Yeezy is on the shoe, and they cannot sell the shoe with this logo after they terminate his contract. A very strategic move by Kanye. He provoked Adidas to try and cancel his deal, which they did, and now they can't sell his product without him. Showing he was one step ahead, guess you can say it's chess and not checkers. Adidas has a few options to combat this Kanye craze. Option 1, burn the inventory like retailers like Louis Vuitton, Burberry, and Nike all do to clear a surplus supply. Or option 2, sell the shoes blank without the Yeezy label. Now nobody in their right mind will be purchasing any Yeezy knockoff made by Adidas that doesn't say Yeezy. The same way the Nike checkmark has become such a commodity to represent Nike, the same thing can be said about Yeezys with Adidas. Adidas is expected to take a $1.3 billion loss in revenue due to its Yeezy backlog, which poses the question, is Kanye the problem? What made Kanye leave Nike for Adidas and a problem still occurred? It all started with the Nike Air Yeezy 2, the highly sought after sneaker that Kanye designed in collaboration with Nike. Despite the sneaker's popularity and hype, Kanye felt that Nike was not giving him the control and royalties he deserved. He went as far as to criticize Nike in interviews, saying that they're treating him like a high performer rather than a partner.
It's not even like I even got a joint venture. I'm like, at least give me some royalties. Like Michael Jordan got 5%. That business is $2 billion. He makes $100 million a year off of 5% royalty. I said, I need some type of royalty. Nike told me, we can't give you a royalty because you're not a professional athlete. I told them, I go to the Garden and play one on no one.
That's right.
I'm a performance athlete, and also
Did you
I'm
say
a
that
thinker.
in the meeting? Do you really say that in the meeting?
Did I really? Anything? Yes. The old me without a daughter might have taken the Nike deal because I just love Nike so much, blah, blah, blah. But the new me with a daughter takes the Adidas deal because I have royalties and I have to provide for my family.
In contrast, Adidas offered Kanye more creative freedom and a partnership that allowed him to have more control over his brand. He would also receive a larger percentage of the royalties from his sneaker sales. Additionally, Kanye was drawn to the brand's design aesthetic and had the opportunities to create a more holistic fashion line rather than just focusing on sneakers. This decision was not just about money and creative control. However, Kanye also felt a personal connection to Adidas, having grown up wearing this brand sneakers in his hometown of Chicago. He saw the partnership as a chance to reconnect with his roots and create something meaningful. Until the last 5 months, the partnership has been highly successful, with the Adidas Yeezy line becoming one of the most sought after sneaker collaborations in the world. It seems like through the last 2 years, Kanye's life has been a roller coaster, from his divorce with Kim and losing every endorsement, and worst of all, being kept away from his kids. In a video from Kanye over a year ago, he expressed how he felt about Kim going against his will and putting Northwest, her oldest daughter, on TikTok.
Hey everybody, I just got off the phone with Kim. I told her to stop antagonizing me with this TikTok thing. I said it's never again. I am her father. I know y'all don't respect fathers and the idea of family, and media tries to promote something. I said I am not allowing my daughter to be used by TikTok, to be used by Disney. I have a say-so. And then when people say, oh, they're gonna use this for you in court, I didn't have a say-so on whether or not they went to Sierra Canyon. Most men do not, there's no such thing as 50-50 custody in society today. That's not even, it always leans towards the mom. But right now, and I'm happy that you guys got to see just a small piece of what I dealt with. You understand what I'm saying?
Now look at it, less than a year later in 2023, we have Northwest, a 9-year-old child born in the social media age, dressing up like Ice Spice. Kanye was right, and everything he spoke about came true. Many people push the narrative that Kanye is psycho, and has been the same since his mother Donna passed away, but nobody's addressing the root of the problem. Years ago he lost his mother, and recently lost his wife, and now he's losing his children. Everything Kanye has ever loved, he's lost. Let's talk about the children. If he's not around to tell them what to do at 9 years old, what type of relationship will they have when they're 18, making their own decisions? Yes, I acknowledge that Kanye said some foul remarks with poor delivery to get your attention. However, if you subtract the message from the messenger, a few things might change. Adidas simply can't let go of Kanye, even though they did. The Yeezy Adidas joint venture was one of the most lucrative partnerships in history, proving that the Yeezy royalty deal would be the deal that haunts Adidas forever. If you enjoyed this video, I ask that you like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for your time.